We'll cover one now.
We'll cover it now.
Yeah. I'm the bunch. It's like I'm just playing. B.I.G.
I'm the bunch.
Welcome to Dark Secret International. Nigeria's place in the African diaspora, given the country's population, is symbolically that of New York City of sub-Saharan Africa. With a profitable, rapidly growing entertainment industry and much untapped potential, Africa is ripe with many opportunities. And one of Africa's greatest natural resources is what you're listening and watching right now: talent on a global scale. We see D'banj as a global ambassador for this movement, much like the Beatles-led British invasion that enriched the cultural and musical equity in America and opened the doors of history with groups like the Rolling Stone and The Who. Afrobeat music will have a similar cultural impact, with probably greater monetary returns. However, it must be effectively executed to gain ultimate success. The campaign for Blame It on the Money, D'banj and D'banj's app will be the first strategically organized debut of this magnitude. As global ambassador, D'banj will be the torchbearer for this international movement. It all comes down to marketing, and to some, marketing is an arbitrary cost. However, the fruit it bears are not. An excellent example of this: American football, the NFL versus global football, as in soccer. The NFL has been a billion-dollar entity for years. Its brand has now become global. The difference is marketing dollars and who you are targeting. Many American brands are now taking advantage of this global economy. D'banj's brand can as well, and the bridge is technology. In breaking much of this music, it was social media that was set ablaze.
You sure were.
Shout
out to V103 for supporting that record, helping making the #1 record in 2010.
All right, El D'banj is here, 2010 Soul Train Awards.
Of course, you
I
just
know.
came to Atlanta. You were at Center Stage. You know, I introduced you, and you know, it was an incredible show, man. What's it like? You know, what's the reception been like since you've been back?
Man, V103 is a business, first of all. Let me just say that. V103 keeps the good music pumping at you.
The BET Awards allows the buzz to begin to create momentum in the fourth quarter with increased awareness about D'banj, his app, and the international introduction of Afrobeat music in America. Validation of working with American choreographers and show creators like Fly Styles, who's worked with the likes of Usher, Chris Brown, and Beyonce, creating all their stage looks, will be incredible for an artist like D'banj.
I think we should just do this on the show. Hit it, JR. Hit it.
We gon' hit you with the shit you love. It's together from a superstar. Bad satchels of delightful bud. Making ordinary street corners.
By partnering with Urban World, I Am Digital, and A3C, the exponential value of things has just exploded tenfold for all entities involved. Imagine if all of us could have ushered in hip-hop when it first originated. What would that value be like 10 years later? A3C's value cannot be denied, nor can the international movement that we are bringing. Never before has Afrobeat music been entertained on any of these platforms. We will also be taking D'banj to Google. Obviously, this is the largest platform available that we will engage at the source. Because of our relationships with Google and WDA, we have aggressive additional online partners who will complement and aggregate the marketing work we are already doing. In addition to having D'banj visit Google and YouTube, this will allow for greater exposure, which leads to targeted and broader monetizing opportunities. Added value is at the core of this discussion. If we could have all been a part of the introduction of reggae or even the British invasion, imagine what that would have been like. Questions of the past will always lead to speculation in the future, but history is all we can control. What side of our future and our history will you be on?
So Frankie Crocker, the #1 jock in the country, said that I got a concert with Commodore. We'll guarantee you 3 months of airplay if Bob would open for the Commodore. We said, you got to be crazy. The Commodore should be opening a show for Bob Marley, not in reverse. I went back to Bob, and Bob said, no problem.
Ooh,